guys, Nick here from Vapor Rage out in Las Vegas. Today we were just going to briefly talk about the Akuma. It's the new mechanical mod clone that we just got into the store and we just got online as well. And I just want to briefly discuss it and let you know why I have been using it as my all-day device. First thing is, when you take off the top of the box, you can see they really did a really nice job with packaging. Took their time to make the device look as presentable as possible. You do have a multitude of different tubes that you can use for the device. Let me just remove both of these real quick. Alright, the first setup, I believe this one is for a 18500 battery. If you wanted to use that, probably like with a K-Fun or something like that, then you can. It's made up of copper and brass. If you see on the inside of the tube there, that's copper. The pins here are also copper, kind of work like your normal tube mods. Obviously the big pin will adjust so that your addy will sit flush, and the smaller pin will adjust for your battery for the different configurations in there as well. You got some notches in the top cap for some airflow to your 510 if you're using something like a Pro Tank or something like that. The bottom of the mod is also copper, and you can see it does come apart. Now what's really nice about this mod, and the reason why I prefer it, is because of the fact that I do sub-ohm and I do use rebuildable dripping atomizers. With mechanical mods that use springs, those springs can collapse or fail or cause voltage drops, which ultimately will result in your mod not firing. But the Akuma has a magnetic switch, you can see here in the bottom. And what's really cool about this is they didn't just put two little magnets in there to end up failing after some time. They actually put 3 magnets. So in the bottom cap there's actually 2 magnets stuck together, and then in the switch there's 1 magnet that repels it. So it makes the switch a little bit stronger, so that way you don't have to worry about it like firing on its own when you set it down and stuff like that. Let me go ahead and just put this back together here. Also, one thing that I did notice so far about the Akuma after using it for a while is that the black part on the tube itself seems to really hold up well. I've actually dropped this just the other day in the parking lot, and I didn't even put a scratch on it. So whereas some of the mods that are black like this, the black starts to come off and starts to chip, I've yet to notice it with the Akuma mod. So that's a benefit. So one thing I have noticed with, or another thing about this Akuma mod, is that the larger tube here that you would normally use for an 18650 battery will come off. This part here will release so that you can use an 18350 battery, which is kind of cool how they did this, because this allows you to still keep that really nice logo on your device so that you can use the smaller batteries with it. Let me just get this on here and I'll show you. As you can see, really neat, really small, tiny, but it still looks great. I'm really impressed with the 3-tone coloration going on with the mod itself, and that is the reason why I've chosen to use it on a daily basis. So far, so good. I've yet to have any issues with it as well. I'll show you what my setup was, or has been, for the past week. So I've been using this mod with a Stillaire atomizer, the dripping atomizer. The Stillaire is probably by far, hands down, one of my favorite addies, and that's this one right here. I'll probably do another review on the Stillaire as well, even though it's been out for a while, just in case you haven't seen it or you've been considering it. Then I'll show you. So the build that I have in here right now is a 0.1 ohm dual coil. Actually, I'll show you. It's 4 reps, 24 gauge Canthal. So it vapes really nice. I'm sure that there is a voltage drop, just because there always is. I'm not sure exactly what the voltage drop is, but I can tell you, aside from other mods that I've tried, this thing by far hits the hardest. I'll take one more toot and I'll let you guys go.